mana pots, HP pots, all good, all good. Can't trust rogue. I mean, you always hope that when you have a rogue and a hunter, you hope that they go all in before they vanish and like try even like literally tanking mobs, running in, tanking, evasion, blade flurry, pop everything if you're in trouble, and then because they can just vanish later. You would hope they do that always, like max all in before they actually chicken out. Not that he could have done anything there, the warrior just ran in and died, but when you're in trouble, like the rogue should be the manliest of them all, because he actually has a way out.
You mean like, am I enjoying the games, or?
No, more like, do you think our casting's going well?
You think about that?
What do you mean? You don't?
It's Dream League. The more you care,
I would never vanish.
the
I'm
less
going down
people
with the
enjoy.
group. No, don't. We want you to vanish.
It's true.
As long as they do full maximum, you know, whatever they can do. As long as they do everything they can before they vanish, I mean, then it's all good.
There needs to be
If you
spaces
see one
for an
just
event.
like if you have a bad pull and someone insta vanishes, I mean that would be disgusting.
Just take.
Especially if it's. I mean, when you are a 5-man group, you can actually handle most pulls.
Those events.
You can
was it
kite
was just people
backwards, you
hanging
can
out.
read in mana again, you
It
can
was
CC, you can
raw,
slow.
unfiltered,
Most of the time you can handle pretty much
behind
anything
the scenes.
if you have a strong group.
Yeah, you know,
if the mobs are
people
not
do
immune
like
to
the
like
behind the
CC.
scenes stuff.
Like the Uldum and dwarves
You
are
don't want
immune
a
to
script
CC, that's the main
too
problem.
much.
No, that would
Okay,
definitely
wait,
not be
one
what the
second.
fans want.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And cut. Everything good? Good. We got it.
I think that was
Yeah,
I think that was
Nice. Hey, thank you very much.
Anything else?
I'm good for now.
great, guys. Great.
Main guild at the moment, 828. Be right back quick.
Go to Solo Cam Tsunami greets audience. Welcome everyone to another day of a Dream League Season 21. Tsunami looks to his right and welcomes co-host Cinder and Cinderin. A pleasure to have you here.
Hello, what am I doing?
We did not know that the goblin boss can fear animals, so it will fear a druid in bear form or hunter pets. We don't have any of those now, but
it has always been your Achilles heel, Cinderin, but thankfully you don't need to read. I just need that brain of yours to be watching the Dota. Welcome to the last. I can't think before the last.
Because there is like 4 or 5 silence mobs to the left of the boss. So
no words, I just can't.
If a druid gets speared the wrong way or a hunter pet, you're in big shit.
That's what we're going to be using.
Big
we're not
trouble.
Using the reading skills because
but now we know.
Now
we know. Oh, can we have any? Keep forgetting any slavery.
I just realized whenever I take over from Jenkins, there's like always like 4 random animals in different places for no reason. Yeah. I don't know which one will be my animal of choice today. I'm trying to wrap my head around what he used this one for.
He even said
he also punched a hole through the goat mask that we had somewhere around here.
That one's probably going for good.
But I mean, you can make the set your own also, rather than just taking his scraps.
That's true. I actually think I know what I want to use this one for. I want to use this one for a scripted joke.
Okay.
It's actually not scripted. I just can't.
Improv joke.
Oh, look here.
You know who's also
Dick
a dinosaur?
Shot instead of trick shot. Nice.
The one who's about to join the panel.
Well, I guess we can wait with it running anyway.
The only person who's older than me in the entire
now
building.
It's Fear! Wind Fury, double warrior rogue. Holy moly. DPS will be peak performance.
By like half a year or whatever. But hey, we take the wins. We take our wins. I was actually looking at the Asian sticker back there. I couldn't make it fit on a shirt.
New crop.
Always bring
utensils.
Why is Huskar
Why is
hanging from?
Fredmeister losing life?
What is this
He
actually?
did buff himself.
It's
probably.
a
The
deer
totem
made out
gun
of
always
sticks.
ready to heal. Always.
This is really good in
always
the
save
camera
mana
shot.
so I can
This is very well
get
placed
us
there.
out
Good
of
job.
any
I don't
hard
think anyone wants to see your
situation. I mean,
face.
that's what you
No.
always should do if you have mana and your DPS.
Fear, if we're taking turns then,
Twice
like
in
to
Marauder
bring in our
yesterday,
next guest
I
as well?
literally saved the boys.
Some young blood.
Oh,
Maybe
young
it
blood.
was
All
a
right.
surprise. I
Let's
don't
see. Who do we got that's young?
Healer Totem
I think I know who
comes
it
to
is.
rescue.
All right, let's bring in Purge.
Yeah, so everyone that lost their Blizzard didn't do anything, right?
Aren't I the
We can
oldest person here?
100% confirm now, right?
You're the
that
young-
people
you're the
did
youngest
not get rest, right?
Maybe.
That is
There
very
really
sad.
are a lot of animals
Very
here.
sad.
we've been in this
whoa,
for a
would
long
get that
time.
before, but I guess
This is not a pub game, Purge. You can't just say that.
In fact, some of the
All
people
those 60s down
in
the
this
drain.
upcoming series
Uh-huh.
currently hold the record for second and third place of most TIs attended.
Speaking of old people, I know some. Arteezy. He's actually one of the oldest carry players now. Wrap your head around that.
I know, it's a terrifying thought to think that the golden child of North America, the protege, the face of the second generation of Dota and the first generation of Dota 2, I suppose, is now one of the oldest carries. Shopify Rebellion's very own Arteezy. But yeah, he has
Look
been
at all the
to
60s.
8 TIs, and Fly has been to 9 TIs, which are second and third place after Puppy's all TI attendance record, or former all TI attendance record. Rest in peace. Which is a crazy thought to have, but how do they stack up against the TI 10 winners, as that's their opponent, it's Team Spirit, going up against
One
Shopify Rebellion for this
developer.
upper bracket final stint?
That is
Spirit just
probably
looked
true,
really
though.
good. I don't
That
know.
is
And I think
actually probably
Shopify,
true.
you know, they
probably have
scraped
one person
by,
on this.
I think it's fair to say, to get here.
I
Against
am
Bedboom,
sure about
that third
that.
game
Yeah,
was
I don't
quite the
think that's
crazy
false.
comeback.
I'm pretty sure
You
that's
can't
accurate.
rely
They
on
probably
having to
have
do that
max
multiple
one
times.
guy. He's like working
So I think
24
this will be their
hours a day
toughest
to keep
challenge
up.
yet. But
He's doing
you know,
everything.
if Shopify play their best, I think in this tournament, when they've shown their
Fredmeister
best form, they can beat
grabbing
anyone.
some questies. I see, I
But
see.
today, 90% isn't going to do it. So.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm leaning as well. Like, I think
Definitely not
Shopify
more than one
Rebellion
person.
had a
That is a
surprising win.
guarantee.
I thought that Bedboom was the better
Nah,
team.
dude.
They just kind of, that was like the beginning of the, oh my gosh, PA is really strong at comebacks moment. And I just see, it's going to be a really tough challenge for the
What?
Spirits, like looking just as good as ever.
Chigelina is back.
Basically, they've weathered the storm, they're looking solid, and Shopify's definitely looked a lot better this tournament, but I just feel like they should have been in the lower bracket. It's kind of what it feels like to me.
Who do you think is trying the most in this tournament? We've done a variety of interviews where there's a range of attitudes being taken. Either it's,
But it's
we're getting into the
actually
swing of
kinda
preparing for
embarrassing
TI. We've
I
been
like- I don't
off since
understand how the
TI, we
servers
haven't
can
done
be
very
bad
much.
for, like,
But Shopify,
weeks.
specifically,
I
whenever
mean,
we
come
speak to
on.
Arteezy, he's mentioned
I mean,
that
how
this
is it
is
even
a
possible?
serious
I don't
opportunity
get
for
it.
them.
Like,
And they
it's
are
literally
taking
not
it
possible.
intensely.
should
And
not
even the
be
emotions after that Bedboom series, we saw how happy Bulba
mean,
was
a
on that
company that
post-series
size,
cams.
they, like a
This
few
was
servers,
a
I mean, come on here.
difficult series
Come
to
on,
win, but it
it's
seems like
insane.
they are putting a lot
I
of effort
played
into
on
it. And
private servers
maybe we can
forever,
get some
10
insight
years
from one of the
without
players
server
directly, because we got to speak to
Like, what the
Saberlight a
fuck?
little
And
bit
I'm talking about
earlier.
EverQuest private servers, by the way. It's literally ridiculous. Do they get that? Should they have DDoS? I mean, I'm not an expert at DDoSing, but I mean,
I think we're feeling good because like it was right after we won second game. I was feeling way better after second game than after losing first game. Because like the first game it was kind of rough, but yeah, winning second game and going into the third one, I think we felt pretty good. You know, these guys.
oh my god.
I was thinking that I'm probably less tilted than they are, like losing. That they will get more tilted
Can we
from
go
losing
in
than
and
us.
kill some ops, boys? Go solo some ops.
It's actually so random. Like I was like playing so many pups in this last month, but I never played Kanka, and then this is like the new meta, so I just played 3-4 pups, and now we're owning ESL with it, owning upper bracket with my Kanka, and I'm actually so proud. In the lane, I didn't miss a single tiebreaker, slapping Igor, so it was good. Yeah, I like this patch a lot. I would assume it's mainly because we're winning, but I actually feel like I have so many heroes, and I'm so confident on so many heroes, so it's nice. Like I think like even on the meta heroes, I have a slightly different idea than the other pros, and I think my ideas are the correct ones. You know, it's nice to finally play as good as we all know we can play. I think this is like finally an event where we're all like doing as well as we feel like we should be doing, as in like, you know, we're all really good players, and then finally like everybody's doing their job and everybody's playing super well, so it just comes together like this. Even though we're doing this well, we still need to improve for TA. Like, you know, we'll win this event first and then we'll focus on that, but you know, as far as TA is concerned, we still need to do better,
yeah,
even better than this.
Have Blizzard done an update? I'm not sure. I would.
It's
it would
the
be
one
nice
step
if
at
they
a
did an
time
update
for
all the people
Shopify
that
Rebellion, and
right?
Saberlight's ideas have
Like, at
been
least
on
let
point
people
pretty
know what's
consistently.
happening,
His
why
Kunk has
they
been good,
murdered
and
everyone.
actually every single time his Dawnbreaker has been available in the
It'd be nice
pool,
to know,
Shopify
right?
have picked it. But he's going up against Collapse's ideas.
I guess we're kind of waiting.
That's a high bar to set.
It's an
We're
interesting
hanging out
matchup because I
until
think those two
Fred
players
Meister
play
finish.
very
Do the
differently and just
shortcut
very
here
different
now.
heroes
Here,
too.
through
Like
here,
they have a
bro.
couple of overlaps,
Here,
but for the most
shortcut.
part,
Yes,
this is
very
not
good.
going to be a draft where it's like, oh,
Oh,
we need to
someone
take
needs
this
first
away
here.
from
Okay,
your
let's kill
offlaner and
for
get it
careful.
for
Let's
ours.
kill for
It's
careful.
more about we have our ideas. They're going to probably ban some of Collapse's heroes in the second phase, maybe,
mobs do you need?
that they don't want to face. But yeah, I find it interesting how good they've been with Dawnbreaker, and almost no other teams
I don't
even
know, like,
touching
what
it in the
mob?
draft anymore, right? But I think
the
Shopify
crystals?
will be the
Any
one team that will rate this hero really highly. Maybe not first pick anymore, but I think it's a second phase pick for them still.
I think what you asked before the video
Well,
played,
Blizzard
Neil, was
doesn't
like
care,
who
but
have they
maybe-
been like
maybe
trying
the
really
one
hard, and I think they
employee they
have.
have
Like
on
it
hardcore
definitely
cares.
shows that Shopify Rebellion have improved a lot. But the issue is that
Maybe.
as the years go on in Dota,
Maybe.
every team you're playing against
Just
is working
maybe.
extremely hard as well. And I just feel like Team Spirit has that leg up over them. So I've definitely seen the improvement. I like what Saberlight's doing with his offlane, but and the rest of Shopify as well also been playing very well. But I just feel like Spirit Gel's better.
Did you notice the average XPM for Collapse?
No.
768 as an offlaner. That's his average XP per minute across
He's
12
been
games.
owning every game.
It's so crazy.
He had those two games. One of them was Axe, and he was like 15-2, and then the other one, I don't remember what year it was, but it was like similar. So that's probably why.
I definitely really liked
Smacking
Saberlight's interview. He was talking about like after game number 2, he said he was less
we're not
tilted
doing that part,
than
though.
the enemy team would be.
Yeah.
That's like a similar mentality
Okay,
I had when I
Fred
was
is
playing
almost
competitive
there.
as
We're
well
gonna
on
be
like
more
the big
and go
stage,
up
and I
like
think it's a really good one to have. Is like as long as I'm like less nervous, for example, in like a grand championship match than the enemy, then
maybe Fred
that's a good
Meister would
baseline
need
to
some
have.
help.
So I think their mid headspace right now is in a really good spot for Shopify Rebellion. We all know Saberlight, he's on like some anime gym
We're just
arc right
doing
now,
the
and
big-
giving him a lot of
Wow.
power and confidence.
Do you
Fat
ever
loots.
find that even sometimes after a I think by default I would assume that any team that wins a game on a
Yeah.
big stage,
Oh
that's
yeah, so technically
like
you didn't really
automatically
need to
an
grab all the
emotional
quests.
boost.
Oh my
but
god,
is that always
yeah,
the case?
What the fuck?
Because can you ever get a win
maybe, yeah.
and then you come out of it and you're like, oh god, I almost feel worse. Like yeah, we got the win, but we
Nice.
played so bad.
Can't even
We
do
didn't
any
really-
of
Oh
the
yeah,
quests.
definitely. That's definitely
Nice.
a thing where
Okay.
like the other team
Nice.
blatantly throws. So you're always gonna be relieved a little bit, but if you win decisively and
We're
clean,
just
like, you're
doing
gonna feel the
Princess.
best,
I
right?
mean,
But if you
four
win
bosses,
by
but
the other
Princess
team
is the
throwing,
only quest.
sure you're happy about it, but going to the next game you realize you still have a lot of things you need to
Freddy
fix.
got all the
in
quests.
series.
It's always good.
I think the most classic example
time.
was at Riyadh with Team Liquid
Did a
winning
lot of
that like
people
base
die?
race thing that Zai won for them.
Yeah.
That's exactly
I
how
mean,
they
I
expressed
don't
it.
have
They're
an
like, yeah,
exact
we won,
number,
but we
but
feel
it's
bad
in
about
the
it. Like,
thousands.
you know, they had a rough moment. We shouldn't have won. It was, yeah, that's a great
And
example.
of course, way more on
Couple
Alliance
interesting
than
things
War.
here. If we start looking at the draft a little bit with these bans, there's a couple of things that stand
we're
out.
talking
First of all,
about
first phase ban EA
big purge.
is now
Purge,
happening
man.
at this high stakes match.
I'm so happy I'm
and
not a part
secondly,
of dying.
Spirit are
I was so-
banning
I
Gyro
played-
that
I was
Yatoro
just
said in an
lucky. I
interview
was in
is
the city.
trash. So
By
I feel like there's a little bit of
By
you know,
chance.
misleading going on perhaps,
I was
where they've
2
changed their
seconds
minds.
earlier.
It
I
can
was
also
so
be that
lucky.
Team
Like,
Spirit
I'm so
feels
lucky.
really good about their spin, and if they take out those like top meta heroes, PA included,
I can tell
then
you
now
the story again. I
you're
mean,
next
there's
to
even
the
have
second
a-
and third and
So
fourth
wait,
best
let me
carries that
see.
they feel
Maybe I
comfortable
have it
on.
up.
Because Sven is very consistent
Tell me
banning.
when
so-
Freddy is here,
I mean,
by
this
the way.
shows very clearly that Shopify think Morta is the 4th best carry in the game. Right? They're really just picking it right now because they realize if they don't get it now, they probably won't get it in the next phase because RTZ has been been doing really well with it. This is going to be a big test for the hero, though. I think Morta is a hero that doesn't have the same capability as a lot of other heroes. Of like, hey, you can farm quickly, but you can also die very easily with kings. Arteezy did mention that in the post-game interview as well. It's like, I don't know how to read this hero sometimes on 0 and 10, other times on 10 and 0, right? So first phasing it is going to be a true test. Is this hero great and competitive? Because I have my question.
Do you think they would have picked Gyro over it?
And then I was about to clear my bags like I always do when I quest.
I'm not sure if they would have done that specifically, because the Morta, at the same time, it can be good enforcement, but Sven almost lose by the BKB. Still one-shot the Morta. I don't think this hero is hard to counter even more, which was annoying. So, but definitely the Gyro is not.
I will just go and sell.
I think one thing that Morta's really good at though is contributing to lane as a carry. Because she's ranged, she's got 2 disables, you know, the best level 1 ability in the game that Captain SVG talked about a lot. It's just excellent. You just put it on a dual lane and you're like, okay, you guys have way less attacks than us. How are you going to beat us in this little trade? So if you can get those kills in the lane, that's where you get the Arteezy going 10-0. But if the lane goes bad, then yeah, she feels weaker than a lot of other carries.
I just ran to the city for the first time ever just to sell some trash.
Then eyes will continue to be on collapse for this game.
Thank God.
We know that he's given an inch, they took a mile.
I got a PM
just
before.
Matchup against?
Dude, I'm about to DDoS the server.
Yeah,
get to safety quickly. Pretend like you're doing something random.
This one won't be so easy for now.
Okay, guys, we'll go sell some gear here for no reason at all.
Morta's not too bad against Phoenix if you do have your ranged hero for one, and then you're a hero that can attack multiple times at once with the passive.
Okay, there we go.
Interesting choice.
I suppose one of the things you're thinking here is that Morta might be less likely to go BKB at the time that the Fire Spirits are going to.
I think it's a laning choice.
So. And
the laning.
we're kind of strong.
Because like Phoenix oftentimes has been picked against Tusk, because when you pop the back team, you pop the Fire Spirits, you kind of like neutralize that. So I think their idea is like,
going in hard.
This lane is really strong. Like Morta's going to right click into Tusk, looking into Phoenix in there. Maybe we can deal with that. It's not picked so much for the egg, I think.
I actually think this, I mean, knowing how Shopify has built their lineup so far, I feel like they're just setting up for their Dawnbreaker Tusk lane again, though, right? And if that is going to be a 5 Phoenix from Aposhka playing against this lane, I would say Dawnbreaker is one of the single best, how to say, physical damage heroes to an extent, right? She also has a magical component in the hammer, which is good against Phoenix because the Starbreaker ignores attack speed reduction. So with the tag team, this could still be a killer lane, so I think Spirit still need to be a bit careful that they don't feel like they've covered it. I think this lane can lose.
Keep high mana
the Phoenix Sven can lose to Tusk.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they don't take the
something going wrong. Or like
healer time it's available,
smacked for some reason.
It up.
With Tusk every time too, I believe.
Yep. Yeah. It's their bread and butter.
But Saberlight did say he has a better read than the other player in the game right now on the offlane, so maybe he's cooking up something right now. No, nothing special. Or maybe this is the special sauce, right? Yeah.
Is Dawn ulti enough to save from Sky, though? I mean, it can be, I guess, on edges.
Not versus these. I mean, see, not with the heroes they have. Like, I don't think Dawn is gonna save a Morta because Morta's just so low HP, right? So if he was playing like Sven, for example, that could be the difference. So I don't think Morta's gonna be the best hero for Dawn to play. It's just inherently how squishy Morta normally is. So it's gonna be, as you mentioned, a lot down to Arteezy having a good laning stage and ramping up his items really quickly.
One additional good thing about Dawn in this position is that the global counters to the ult, if that was something you were to consider, are not really pickable anymore for Spirit, I would say. They already have Phoenix and Skies, they can't really pick support silencers to stop the Dawn ult. They can't run a Nyx either. I guess technically they could if they really wanted to. If they feel like, you know, okay, Shopify, when you guys play Dawn, it's the ult that really makes your games easy. It's already kind of hard to solve that problem. So I think, as you're pointing out, you're looking to just find ways of killing heroes fast enough that Dawn can't even help. And obviously Sven is a good friend there, together with Sky. But maybe they'll even get more of that.
I like the Venge
as well.
Venge is gonna help Morta do more everything. Save her if she does get gone on. Save whoever Sky drops a combo on. I like it.
I will.
Like
I mean, Restore is the future plan, but I mean, now I sold a 99%
incredible
time,
Spirit.
So
it must be, right? Because like, from a strategic point of view, you'd probably pick your offlane, right? Like you see the carry matchup.
Open the king going in.
Technically, they do have to pick their mid anyway, so I guess they're realizing that Collapse has a few options he can pick here, whereas Laurel in the mid lane doesn't have that many because the counter pick is going to Abed here. So they're going straight for the Earth Spirit. Hopefully we see something a bit more potent than we did in that last series with Thompson picking up the Void Spirit, because that one didn't really work out. You need to punish this hero in the lane, because we all see what happens when this hero has a free lane. It can just get out of control really quick.
So what does it though?
We saw Viper and Dazzle so far, the only ones do it.
Yeah, Dazzle's banned.
I mean, Lina could do it as well. You're playing versus the egg, another egg hitter, potentially, but then you're a little bit low on... I mean, I think that you could make it work because both Venge and Tusk are good initiators.
Yep.
So it could be good enough.
Lina looks pretty good. But then the question is, if you do play Lina, do you play the caster build? Do you do some sort of hybrid? Do you have to play BKB against these heroes, for example, or...
No, you definitely need the caster build. I think the
just
right
play on range
is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the attack speed difference is like way too low. Just not worth it. I'd worry if they pick Lina though. Like I know Venge and Tusk can initiate, but if that's the case, now you don't have a save for whoever Sky eventually goes on to. So
if you're thinking melees, then it's like Shaker's still in the pool.
Not bad.
Could be Funka.
Funka's in the pool.
Even though Saberlight would be jealous.
Kill these for safety.
I don't want to play that for the 6th time ever.
Sultan King is strong. He just goes in. I'm very tanky also.
Whenever there's a melee hero mid and you're talking about beating it, my mind always goes to Shadowfield, but I just don't really know if that's
too tricky. Because I feel like the magic build isn't really viable anymore.
Right.
So like you have to go like this right click build. You don't really need that. You need someone that can get the runes and make things happen on the map.
I mean, Lina is his most played hero of the tournament so far. Abed's played it. Let's see what else. Kango's probably gone.
Yes.
Kango, Storm, Timber, Quapper, the other heroes he's played so far.
Like we talked about.
So I'm very curious what Collapse is going to play.
I went to Gadget
I think it's going to be most likely
DC
just
death,
Blink
and then
done
people
here,
were
right?
getting rest, so I logged on
Maybe not
Kungalina, and now
Legion, because that's
Kungalina
kind
is
of
back.
not the greatest target.
It was all a plot to make
Axe sounds
Kungalina
pretty good.
come back
Mars
to life.
sounds pretty good.
And now we
I mean, the
also
axe makes
have
little sense because you get a lot
clear
of
game,
armor.
not
with the
many
call,
people left,
and you're playing versus Tusk
and
and Venge.
questing is very easy
Mars
for my
looks
other
nice.
characters.
What about the... He just plays Legion a lot lately. It's not banned again here.
Master
Just for
Dance
Morto, I'm not sure,
succeeded.
because like, if you ever get your ultimate off, then...
That's a long time.
Snowball and Swap.
Yeah,
Like, maybe it's just a bit too hard.
Yeah, you want something not really big cooldown that you can just initiate, back out, go back in. These type of heroes. Mars is
A
fine.
little bit higher. Nice.
Axe is fine. Primal, similar, low cooldown, gets in, does the damage. This one's pretty cool versus Morta too, because like you can
So
just
the
trample
Magma
over an
Totem
ultimate.
action here.
Purge, one of the heroes that you mentioned for
Pump it,
Abed is
Magma.
looking pretty good. Timbersaw. I don't know how it fares against the Earth Spirit specifically, but against a Sven.
Pop a little.
Phoenix.
I mean, your versus Phoenix
Earth
die
Spirit.
though.
Do I have the strength?
A lot of strength heroes.
Considering how many saves you have, I don't think it's necessarily
I think
bad.
Timbers are
Remember, we
really
have
bad.
one Roamer Dragon
Because
in the back.
Sven destroys Timber too
Virus
at some
in the
point in the
butt.
game. Overwhelming damage. There's just way too much magic damage in my opinion here. Way too much. Even Primal does a lot. So you're completely relying on the fact that Timber just doing the damage for the team, and I don't think there's enough stuns to really warrant that. And if he gets stunned out even once, he'll just die.
To be wary
But it
with
is a
my
possibility.
totems.
I I just would not like to see it.
You want a higher
needs
damage
mana,
dealer
but
out
I
of
can heal on
good.
this build.
It's
by
not
the
really
way.
a damage dealer. I
If
just
you
want
want.
something that is not
Sultan
only
King will-
it's good in the
will
laning
heal.
stage, but can poke from
Ready
range,
drinks. You
or
can
can get
drink
on
that.
top
All
of
good.
these supports. That is something that they're kind of missing right now. Is a hero that can get on top of the supports in the back line, which Quap can do, but same story. You're playing versus silences.
Kind of dangerous.
Very dangerous pick.
Can you do enough in the lane against
So big
or Spirit with daggers?
I don't know. I'd be like
big
no,
heal.
but maybe.
I think that has to be a pretty meaningful part of their reason of choosing this hero is that they feel like it will win the lane against Lars, right? But perhaps the read is wrong on that. I think Earth Spirit can largely draw this
I will
just
move my
instinctively.
totems at least.
Like maybe he loses slightly. It's not Dazzle.
He
That's
probably has to buy more regen or something.
I
but
think
it's probably
Spirit is super outpicked him, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not feeling the Shopify Rebellion draft at all. I feel like the Morta is getting exposed. You have so many abilities that you can use through Pierce the Veil here.
So Maga
You need a
Totem.
BKB. Your laning stage doesn't look easy as well. Even if you get a BKB, you've got the Primal Beast here. Mid lane, this Quap. It looks like a really hard Quap game. You got so many stuns and silences to deal with. It's looking like a rough one for me for
Straight
Shopify
for
Rebellion
it,
in this game one.
I think this Quap is going to either look amazing or terrible. I don't think there's any in between. He has to pop off or
Heal
lose the game.
self, bro. It's all good.
And if Quap looks amazing, it's probably a product of Fly saving him with Swap or Crit coming in with
It's a
Snowball
product
save.
of Bulba's genius.
Exactly.
It looks
as everyone always loves to credit Bulba for.
really
Yes,
spanked
when
him
Shopify
hard.
does well, I see all these
Sandra
shout-out threads.
Jones is
Bulba,
low.
your drafts are amazing
I mean,
again.
if Shopify Rebellion win this, I'm gonna next panel. I'm gonna say how great Bulba is as a draft.
Perfect. I can't wait to see that happen then.
one
So let's
in the
get
back,
ready
boys.
for game number 1 with the PogChamp Pandas.
Yeah, you should get one hit off life. That's insane. What the fuck? You need to get some HP there, bro. Maybe quit it though. You probably quit it. That was way too squishy. Way too squishy. Was a crit? Yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Shopify Rebellion up
Must have
against Team Spirit. I'm joined by
They don't
Bob
have
for
that
this
much.
one. And Fox, what do you make of this? We heard from the panel some doubts considering the draft of Shopify Rebellion. Would you agree? Do you feel that when you look at these two lineups, you're kind of leaning the way of Team Spirit?
Yeah, overall for meta picks, for sure, Spirits just looks like it covers all bases.
I
But
would-
Shopify, I mean,
highly
it looks like for them,
recommend
they're
one
just
item
sticking
with
with their
stamina.
comfort, right? Things that they've been able to play really well with. This Crit Tusk has worked a couple times. We've seen some beautiful swaps from him. Actually, it was Crit who was playing the bench most of these times.
Highly
Fly's playing it
recommend
this
that.
time. And they've actually made this Muerta look pretty
ready?
decent. And finishing up the draft, of course, with Abed on Queen of
think we
Pain.
can
He's just
actually
looking to
push it
crush
down.
lane. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. I think it is
Gonna do some
potentially
twist-
set up for
total
that there, but
twisting, boys.
we've also
We
just
got
seen our
Agi
Spirit
as
do
well.
great in a lot of these matchups. While
Agi
Spirit,
and Wind Fury for the boys.
their lineup just it's amazing. It
Mega
really feels like it
hits.
does everything, and it feels super meta as well too. While Shopify's just a little bit out of meta.
Only
Let's
one,
see.
so I don't want to use more mana.
I think this Primal Beast pick for me was like one of the best
Yeah.
mana picks that I could see.
Oh, fat.
Natural Blade Mill
Looks like a
Buyer,
perfect
a natural way to
Fredmeister
get on
item,
top of
no
Muerta,
stamina.
and damage that just pierces
we
through
don't want to.
absolutely everything for her. She can't actually avoid him.
Sure, and what also has a pretty decent lane, I imagine, down there.
I would imagine so, yeah. He has a Skyrat behind him too, so it's a very aggressive lane that can definitely get any type of kill. If a stun gets used,
I
can
have
just
no
go full.
preference right now. I'm not sure what I want.
I think a lot of this game is going to rest on Abed. How much he's going to be able to get out of this mid lane, if he's going to be able to dominate Laurel and have these good early rotations
And
to pressure
I'll
these lanes.
decide. It won't
Because
be.
we've also just been seeing,
that's for
honestly,
sure.
this
Otherwise,
expand
I would have
has just
had
been
it already.
dominating. I think
Just have to
70-something% win rate across. I actually had the stats up before, but either way, it's like 70% win rate across more than 10 games. It's pretty crazy. And look at Collapse, so he hasn't answered. It seems like he wants to go for it versus this heavy minus armor that comes out, of course, from the Venge. So he's actually going to go for the passive level 1, which is pretty strong.
Push shot.
Drop.
I get silence. You don't have to dispel us in the
What just
fight,
got to
by
make
the
this
way.
top lane? The tough
Just so you know,
Stormbreaker
like,
duos?
just heal
Couple that
people.
could put some pressure onto us
We'll all
in
be
the safe lane?
gone.
He's going to always save the stun, I'd imagine, for most of these like Starbreaker plays from Yotaro, so there's definitely ways to play around it for the side of Spirit. But this has been, it's like we said, the comfort for Shopify. So they've been able to make some magic happen with this lane when a lot of times I didn't feel they'd be able to get some kills. So. And it is one of those heroes I know Cinderin was talking about how where Fire Spirits, you know, you don't really care about these Fire Spirits when you have your Starbreaker. You can just use it, it doesn't get slowed.
There's a runner pack here possibly as well.
So, yeah, can come out on top in regards to CS here between Sable and Yotaro top.
I think Yotaro should honestly be, I feel like he's just going to be just fine. Maybe Miposhka dies a couple times, but... It's like a really nice setup in Spirit. Yeah, they just, honestly, after the other day, they look so damn good when they have this type of aggressive style.
But I mean, I always
get on
use
top of
sweeping
fragile
strike.
heroes.
So I will always charge
like
in,
the Queen of Pain.
top sweeping, swap stance,
See if the saves will be enough too, because they did draft themselves a
massive
triple
AoE
save
threat.
kind of lineup on the side of
And then I
Shopify with
either
the Snowball,
continue
with
with
the
two-hand
Swap,
or swap
with the
to
Solar
one
Guardian.
hand.
Maybe that could be enough to
But
protect
it's kind of
that burst,
complicated if
to keep
you're new
Artesia
to it,
alive
I
and
guess.
reset these fights.
No, for sure, yeah. If Shopify Rebellion don't fall behind too much in the laning stage, they've got some great mechanisms of stopping or making it very hard for Spirit to make the aggressive plays in the mid game.
Yotaro did end up, as soon as he used his stun, they tried to get aggressive onto him, but now Saberlight getting turned on. Blood Grenade.
Blood Grenade.
Wait.
Snowball stun will hold the two of them back.
Yeah.
Another Fire
We
Spirit.
can wait for Pat.
They connect.
Don't
Gonna
aggro
hit
too early.
very
Even if we
nicely
get them
placed
with
there
this
by
by the way.
Miposhka.
Just
First
pop
blood for him
everything
on the
big
feet.
ones.
And he actually came very prepared for this lane too. I don't even know how many tangos Miposhka has. Look at this. He has another 5 and a salve also to eat this pressure and ensure that Yotaro just has absolute free farm.
Which is not the case for Artesia right now.
So what I do if I
After
play
that, double the
Warrior, I have
CS.
sweeping, so I charge in on him, charge in,
First few minutes.
Auto attack.
And so far, Laurel, I mean,
Pop
he is
sweeping.
Yes, it's an advantage there
Swap
coming out
the
from Abed,
surge
but he is
stance,
handling his own.
Berserker
He's, like, very
Rage,
high HP.
Whirlwind. You can actually pop Berserker Rage 4.
Honestly, Laurel might be my, for me, the most improved player for me in the last 6 months.
But then you have a lot of rage and you do big damage. And then
Lima in
swap
particular,
command
he was
and
getting
tank it out.
dwarfed a little bit by some of these mid players.
Kind
He's
of
just been
depends,
crushing. He does well in
the
almost
pull,
most mid matchups. Courier will get taken out.
But I mean,
Look at the levels already. Level 3 now up on Miposhka. Very difficult for them to get aggressive up here.
Always as a warrior, there isn't really a play.
Remember the rotation.
How hard the pack is.
Early one.
And they
Instead of wants to crit, not often that you see a level 4 Earthspirit turn up into the top lane.
They get a trade out of it too. Miposhka will live, or Miposhka will die. Also will.
Very I mean, what is it? Is this just down to the fact that against what mid?
It is Magamatora. Oh my god, it's gonna be insta-kill when the small guys
spam of the daggers.
It looks reminiscent almost of the Primal Beast rotations, and Abed might actually be able to claim himself both. He's got a blink to go for it too, so yeah, they're just gonna fill up the bottle with Miposhka. Nicely done from there, Abed. Yeah, it looked like the Primal Beast gang, right? Kinda cool. But Miposhka did die during it, so don't know if Shopify feel too pumped about it.
Kaboom!
Collapse. Oh, triple range creep. Beautiful. He's gonna get a ton of XP here. Yeah, Arteezy definitely struggling as we're seeing right now in this bottom lane.
Back up top. Toro, Shopify Rebellion nearly being able to bring your Toro down. Spirits are there though. Crit and Saberlight can't continue to try and commit for this Sven. Crit ticking down pretty low as the Fire Spirits.
Pump it, boys! Maybe Magama is kind of nice on this.
Should be alright. Yeah, seeing Yotaro, we see a lot of this from the. Actually, they're gonna go aggressive again.
Alright, see if they can burst through Miposhka with the Starbreaker. They can.
Wow, big damage.
Good read there from Crit and Saberlight to get back in.
The level 2 tag team plus a Blightstone effect getting put onto him there. Tons of damage. And that's why we've seen them play this one so often. Yotaro does have chainmail though, so we did see that he's prepped for this.
Abed. Nice little blink there to block the roll a little bit. Quite allow him to finish off the kill onto Lava. Will be enough to force Lyle to take the walk all the way back to base.
Oopsie. Did forget about his courier though. Does get killed by the tower.
Bottom lane. Get aggressive here. Collapse and mirror onto Fly. Oh, actually gets caught by a lovely little fear there from Arteezy.
Nice edge.
Which I think probably saves the life of Fly. Nice shot from Murta.
Looking to potentially go aggro again. Collapse, constantly threatening it.
Got the little princess. Come on, dagger.
So just can't last it. The base damage disadvantage too. Collapse is getting these big hits. Crit's gonna try to help things out here, making the move.
Was a part of it.
That's a tanky hero though.
One more time, let's go!
They can keep him out. They're in the calling. Oh, he's out with a charge. He's under the tower. They can't do anything more. A little too much HP for them to get through.
He did not have the mana. I guess he didn't have the mana for Deadshot at the hot second there when it happened.
To try and cancel the interrupt the charge out.
I didn't get to actually see. I think maybe he like had just too little mana for like a hot second there on Arteezy, so Collapse will be able to get away. Saberlight. A bit far forward. Uh-oh. We'll be able to...
With the creeps, he is going to step up. Ooh. I don't know that they're looking for him now.
You know, test something?
Oh, they are careful enough.
I was thinking maybe they were immune to...
Another attempt from Lyle.
Yep.
Just make these moves across the map as
nature damage,
rather early.
But they were
just not wanting to stay in lane against Abed's Quap.
So far, pretty decent. It's just Arteezy who's struggling. He continues to struggle on last hits, and he continues just to get pressured over and over again. Besides that, the game plan for Shopify,
I mean, we don't have a
pretty decently. Dawnbreaker's farming pretty well, so those with Queen of Pain.
Fly. I was seeing if you could get the opportunity to take the 7-minute Wisdom Rune. Won't be the case. Lyle and Mira here to shut him down.
He's like, please, Ancient's turn to hit Mira with the Wave of Terror. But no, they actually end up hitting Laurel. Wisdom Room's still there, though. So Mira
will put out Tremor Totem here.
Doesn't actually give the bottle.
We don't want the boys to be
some tower damage being done. I mean, Laurel constantly rotating. Abed trying to take advantage of that. Miposhka.
There's not going to be so much they can do here. Miposhka does have dive. He's actually able to use it aggressively. Turns back towards Chris. Lyle steps up with the DD. So the Guardian heading in. Lyle not able to roll out in time as the block's there. Knocks come in. With that, they could keep going for this tier 1. So 7.5 minutes in. Team Spirit looking to be on the verge of losing their tier 1 mid.
I love these moves, honestly. Crit, even though like the bottom rotation initially didn't work out to Collapse, what ends up happening is Saberlight gets so much solo XP, 6 for these type of aggressive plays. So, pretty damn good. And yeah, this tower likely to fall. Collapse is stalking Arteezy though.
Tremor. Hey, the worst Tremor Totem here. Let's go. But a new one. That one sucks.
Gonna harass him a little bit.
Might need a bit of help, Arteezy. The rest of the team being held around the mid lane. Abed considering getting aggressive. To jump in and commit for this.
But pretty huge. They will be able to claim it, that mid tower completely there.
Healing
So.
spring.
Laurel definitely struggling, having to try to make these type of rotations. Abed off to a hot start. As they need him to be. That goal differential, though, is really the biggest thing I'm looking at is the Yotaro separation versus the Muerta. The fact that Muerta's a hero that...
Wait, no one needs
overall, her
anything?
farming speed, you can't really match it by any means to something like a Sven. And the fact that Yotaro's set up for this one, he's going to be quite far ahead throughout most of this game. Unless Arteezy gets his big kills somehow going into his favor.
Only 2 people can get underwater breathing, boys.
Still
One is Totem King, and then we'll see.
Well, I should give the information.
And I won it on the hard.
Mirror's on him.
Arteezy to back
I
off.
already have it. I won it on green.
Spirit not range.
Can we go dual wield Charstone
Balls
Dirt?
around. No messing around from Arteezy.
Like, I need to get more of those things.
Looking to make an aggressive
Boys,
move.
here,
They
let's
have to
jump
slow
here.
down
Come
this
here,
fence
come
somehow.
here.
Yotaro cannot just get free farm like
Here's
this.
the jump, boys.
Making the big move.
With the Sonic Wave, they should have Sven.
Safe and sweet.
Oh, oh,
Oh, the Jukes.
she just makes it right past them.
Yeah, he's out of there.
Okay.
Yotaro just able to walk past the 3 of them.
Do like this.
Well, that was fortunate.
I'll
A lot of
clutch
time
save
there
someone
from
if they're
Shopify. They're now
dropping.
going to make
They
a
have
move
one
toward
push
bottom,
game.
trying to protect this
Hey,
tower.
kill the mobs, please. No.
Probably trying to
Kill
protect
mobs.
Arteezy here.
Fuck.
And it looks like Spirit, they seem to know.
The hell, boys? I'm not doing some fucking greedy mob skip here. You guys
Go
are
for
nuts.
collapse, but they
That's
will not.
Hell
Even
no.
if
Anywhere
they
near
catch.
enough control or damage.
Yeah, I mean, even if they get him, he's so tanky.
But they're not killing this primal right now with the 2 of them.
Fuck, that knockback
But in the
rule,
meantime,
I
they're
got
getting the
aggro
stacks
or what?
going. So besides
I guess
Yotaro
so.
having that free farm, the stacks are starting to be set up for his God strength.
Top Lal. A little bit slow there on the initiation. Does he get the stun?
Poison
To
king
stabilize
to
Yotaro,
totem.
however, he will. Stun comes in, stabilize
coming.
turns the Starbreaker. He's trying to
Coming,
back off.
boys.
He's not getting any help coming in. Another roll missed by Lal. Spells all over the
big
place.
croc
He's
that's
actually going to be able to hold
murdered.
out of there.
Oh, he
Goes
kicks
for the
out.
TP, but indeed the Fire Spirit damage takes him out. Good effort to try and escape from that.
Something.
I think the
Sequisha.
illusion rune, Laurel actually dodged the Starbreaker
Sequisha
stun with
got
it.
murdered here.
Nice little place there. A nice attempt there from
By Evil
Saberlight, but now
Croc.
dead.
We
Still the
will
Guardian on
not
cooldown
allow that.
and TP on cooldown, so has to walk out. So Spirit, they can look to make an aggressive move where the Dawn cannot react. And they're instantly in.
Push it a bit.
He's got his eyes on Arteezy. Completely
Well,
surrounded here,
0 bucks,
Arteezy
really?
by the 3 of them. He'll fear back collapse, but there's no helping him. He'll
Cabo
pop
actually,
the
I
ult,
guess he
but
lost the
immediately
stats.
dies. So dead and Pierce the Veil on cooldown.
I mean, 3 heroes that have
Ooh,
natural
careful.
built-in way of just getting
Ooh.
absolutely right on top
Ooh.
of Arteezy, and it's all magical damage that's
Yeah,
coming out from
I
them as
mean,
well, too. He has no way to get out of there.
Though, but yeah. That's a
Definitely
good
gonna be
one
of
if
the
you're
things
a...
that happens, of course, when you want to
French
start your
warrior.
draft right with Muerta. You're going to be playing against these heroes that do not
Got the
care about
pole
your
in my
ult.
hand, I mean.
They have to either help Arteezy like crazy somehow, or I mean, it's probably the better move is just try to find your
But
Toro and
the
Cheap trying to go
healer,
for these carries.
Sequisha's healer
This
was
deficit is
and it
growing
looked
too
like
much.
he
It's
did potion
2,300
before.
difference between the 2 carries
I
already
don't know
at
how
this
they
point.
got 2
And
ads,
it's not
but
a
that's
game
the biggest issue,
where she
to be
can
honest.
just like, stand her ground and hit.
Oh
There is
wait, I
an
forgot.
overwhelming
I can use
amount of
that. I'm
magic
a
damage
warrior.
that's
Oh,
going to be
it's
thrown
fine.
out.
I mean, I'm a shaman. No, it's fine. It's fine. I passed already.
Still looking for kills mid Shopify.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
They,
it's
they
fine.
want to
I didn't even
enable
think about
Abed.
that.
You know, Abed had a great start
I didn't even
in that
think
mid
that,
matchup.
I can
Only
use
the
that,
one
but I
kill to
can't.
show for it so far, 12 minutes.
Yeah,
and
grass
hasn't quite
careful.
found as much action. Already
It's all
opportunities to drop the Sonic Wave as he
We
may have
don't
hoped
need
for.
it.
No, he needs to get more. Because at some point too, these
I mean,
silences
I'm
are going to
happy with
start
my
being
one-hander
fully
anyway.
online, right? Earth
What up
Spirit doesn't
lane?
have it just yet. Easy.
2 of them. Hitting in the tree line.
Plague,
Watching.
thank you for the
And now they're
prime.
ready to go. Collapse. Nice dead shot.
Very,
Welcome,
very quick
welcome.
reaction there from Arteezy.
I mean,
He knew he had the
you
high
know, I
five
don't know if
waiting
you
that
ever
whole
use
time.
one hand,
I mean,
but then it
I
acts as a lot
absolutely
better
needs
than
to hit
polar
that.
arm
He
because
doesn't
you
hit
can't
that,
get
he's
the
getting
crit on the
pulverized
one
into a
hand with it,
supernova.
obviously.
Oh yeah.
Very, very quick reaction.
Stop knocking me, stupid mo.
Still, it's just level 7. Yotaro, level 10, has
Why do
stacks.
I lose
They're
water
smoking up. They're ready to
The
try and
knockback
join
doesn't do
forces with
damage. I guess
Arteezy
maybe a
down
little.
bottom. They're spending
Okay.
some time looking for action mid. Abed just didn't quite find it.
Ah, nice
Maybe he'll have better luck
flags. I
looking
like it.
for a play down
Thank
boss.
you. Well, I mean, servers have been good since half the server died.
Shopify, they have to find something with these movements.
I mean, I don't want to say
just
the
telling his
server
team,
is
like,
good.
laughing all the way to the bank.
I'm
3K differential now just continues to grow.
And he's out of the map, Maposhka.
See ya.
And
there's
no
less latency.
Another move from Shopify Rebellion.
There's less latency and stuff now
doesn't end in anything.
than it ever was.
And the stack cleared. That was a god strength that actually was used to push Saberlight out of top lane, and he actually ends up using it as well to clear out the
So
stack.
it's smoother than ever. You sold
He's
into a
literally gonna have
dungeon
double net
quicker
worth
than
over
ever.
Arteezy pretty soon.
They've got to find these
Okay,
kills,
we
Shopify.
have a...
Oh, and bottom.
Okay.
Collapse.
Okay, we have some.
They're gonna have
boys
double
here
Blade
coming
Mail's
in.
done.
It's
Yeah,
fine,
Blade
it's
Mail's
fine,
done on
though, it's
Collapse.
fine,
Blade
it's
Mail's done on Earthspirit. Arteezy.
They will
Not
aggro my
something you
totems
want to be
because I
fighting
already
first. I
placed
mean, he
them,
has
but,
no
I mean,
damage really at
just,
this point. Yet anyway,
we
but
just fight it
They're
all,
gonna try for
boys.
Yasura in the mid.
okay.
It's all good.
They've got more.
Guardian, they've certainly got him.
Nice kill.
Little taunt on
Nice
him here.
punish. A risky spot of the map, of course, as always,
a
for
few
Yasura to
mobs.
be in, and he pays the price.
That's
The Ram in the river.
Hydra
the most
dead.
important kill that they can
God,
find on the
that
map
could
by
be
far.
dangerous, I guess.
And Saberlight, he's with that one too. He's up all the way to only 1,000 gold behind the Sven himself. So maybe he's going to be that carry that they kind of need him to be in the mid game. A good hit.
Wow.
We're
turning here,
we're a
but
strong
Crit-
group, a
Few
little
of them
bit like
around.
this,
Blade
there's
Mail's
no
pop.
danger.
Shopify Rebellion hold back.
Here comes Collapse.
He wants to keep chasing, and indeed with Collapse coming in from the side, Fly gets completely trampled.
Ow.
May just be able to set up onto Crit as well. Slow comes into play. Spirit, they'll punish the two supports.
Oh,
They
there
immediately
we go.
strike back. Toro back to a safer place on the map. Some small time bot though for Arteezy to finish up his Midas. But this is going to be one of the slower recoveries, it does feel, for Muerta.
Let's go now for Spirit. They smoke up. They know that they've
Oh,
got the
Gusto
lead.
got-
and
yeah,
they
I'm
know
aware,
how
I'm
hard
aware.
it is for Shopify Rebellion to
Well, I
fight
don't
back.
have a macro for it, but I
especially
know
with
what
the
you
Solar
mean. Like, I
Guardians on
swapped
cooldown.
between
Absolutely,
Aki
and they have 3 points of silence now
yeah.
also, so, I mean,
I
anyone who
will
really
if I
gets
need
caught
to.
is just going to pretty much instantly explode
It's
from
just
this combo.
When you fight Princess, she fears all the
Saberlight
time and she
will be able
pushes
to
you back.
distance
You can
himself.
use it
Easy
on
coming in
control.
from Shopify. They don't want to let Team Spirit get away with this. They might not have an option though as
I'm
Saberlight
usually saving
will get
my
picked
mana
up
in case
momentarily in the
something goes
snowball.
wrong.
Nice
Fly
spot.
with the
Instead of
swap. We'll get
losing it.
Saberlight back to safety. Lars coming in from the side though. Fly's been finished up
Yeah,
by Maposhka.
exactly.
Crit. He'll also pay the price
I'm
once
aware,
again. The
I'm
two
aware.
supports for Shopify getting very easily dealt with by Spirit.
At least they do save Saberlight, but they do lose more
Wait,
and more.
why
Who
am I
got the
in
Wisdom
combat?
Rune? I think Crit was able to get out of it. So
Oh, there we go.
at least that,
Okay,
they do
good,
get that
good.
one there for Shopify.
Good.
I think for Abed, it's difficult for him to just
If
want
we
to
need to
show up
burn
and turn up,
something, I
because
will, but-
who does he really want to come and throw this like Sonic Wave unless someone's like super far out of position?
I mean,
the cores are super tanky. I mean,
pretty much all of them are part of the
Which I
Sky
have on this
Yeah,
character.
they're all
Move
beefy.
people
They're very
down
durable.
in, like,
Not
any groups
easy
I've been in.
to burst these supports right now, especially with the fact
Healer
that
room,
as a
people
whole
aggro
Shopify
extra
Rebellion
packs,
are
and then I'm
playing
ready.
decently
Then
from
I'm
behind.
ready with almost
2K
full
lead
mana.
now.
Save all the
Spirit.
boys. Am I scared of
And Abed's
Sunken?
game, I feel
Not
like
at
for
all.
Kai, when he has Kaya Sanj, then maybe he has a little bit more liberty to jump in. But playing versus these silence, it's always going to be the risk when
Yeah,
you pick a
total
Queen of
twisting
Pain.
is
Playing
usually a
versus
waste
Sky,
of
playing
5
versus
mana.
Earth Spirit.
Unless
Laurel,
you
of
need
course,
to,
doesn't
like,
still have
burn
the
down
point
the
in it yet,
boss.
but
And mana
Quite
is,
able to keep
but
vision
yeah.
to get the swap, tries to leave him with the dumbest toy. There's a lot here for Spirit.
So
Spirit are
usually
not
like
afraid to fight.
healing would be a safer option anyway.
Fly. Instantly silenced.
It's not that deep breaking.
Not looking like anything's going to happen
It's
off the
a
back of
little
that
bit more
swap
aggy here
for
and there.
Shopify's Fly. Fortunate swap to his death.
Continues to just stick around Laurel. Spirit playing very aggressive. Yatoro chilling, getting those Ancients finished up. And a BKB is soon to be coming out for
The
Collapse.
thing is, like,
more and more
it's
answers
not even
coming
gonna
out.
do much more damage than actually just doing your own
Shopify's trying to protect these heroes. I'm watching Crit like trying to preempt this setup for these.
He's so low down here. Feels safe under the tier 2, but there was no safety to be added. He's going to try and pop Pierce the Veil, get away from this supernova, but the Magnetize is taking him down. Arteezy dead under his own tier 2 tower.
T-Spirit will take that all day.
So we can get something in return. They'll have to drop the Sonic Wave for Mira. They get the two, you know, it's 2 for 1.
Something,
Let's
It
say,
is
if I put a
something.
Nova Totem down here,
Still not going to feel good losing their own carry.
and it goes like
Of course,
this,
Yatoro
this is
just
more
continues
damage
to blow the lead.
than the
In fact,
Agi would have added.
He's ready to go. He's got Blink Dagger. He wants to join his team.
See what sort of angle he can find. Straight pot. He's ready with the jump. He's going to look for Crit. Couple of hits, and Crit's got. Shopify the turn towards him.
No one will be
Stun Ray coming out on towards
It's a
Saberlight.
big Stun Ray.
Down pretty quickly. They've taken out the two. I mean, Yatoro and Maposhka, they might be able to find more for this. as they under the tower. Another kill for Yatoro as he finishes off Fly. He's gonna have Blink again. They might be able to chase for the quad. Do they have eyes on where Arbed is? They don't. So it looks like Arbed will manage to escape this one.
Oh, quite a bit of
too strong right now.
Yeah, and quite a bit of a mistake not saving it disabled for the stun right. He just gets a full duration when they actually used every single one of them. So the post could just
3% crit.
the same as the Sven.
They're hunting down RTZ again. As soon as RTZ is back in the game on the top half of the map, Spirit, they're there.
Can he get away?
Charge will hold the two of them back. Lyle's able to roll across them. Closes in onto RTZ. RTZ gets the angle with the dead shot to push back Lyle. Unpins the veil. Collapse just drags him straight out of it with a pulverize. RTZ dead again. The diving tier 2's his Spirit. Onslaught 4 from Collapse. Flair to finish off Crit.
60 group here.
Arben and Fly can punish Collapse from this one. It's hard to get the swap back. Starbreaker coming in, but there's the stuff for Yatoro. Yatoro's ready to back him up. Collapse turns with the trample. In onto Saberlight. Onslaught forward. Silence onto Arben. They're going to be able to take down the Queen of Pain. Collapse will survive.
And they deny him.
At the end.
Oh my god.
Because why not? Collapse, you can see him there. I was going to live. I was going to survive.
Whatever. You know what? Yatoro wanted another kill.
Deny him in every
1.5k, the whole group did like 6k total. You think 4% crit?
This is quite a display here from Spirit, though. They're not giving RTZ even a second of breathing room.
Yeah, I don't think
And Collapse just way too tanky. These durable heroes.
I mean, the question was, could Collapse survive?
I didn't get to see how long. I think he was going to live.
Yeah, he has 3-1 charges.
To the group.
Oh, yeah, if he pops one, they would have lived. He didn't need to die, and he knows it. He's like, guys, come on! I was going to live! What are you going to deny me like that? But, yeah, in that situation, when you're stomping and your teammates getting that low, you always deny.
Yatoro's like, I only have 3 kills, man. You know, that's another one, right? That gives me some credit. Good God, though. The aggression is down. There's just no space, and it just keeps happening over and over again. They're trying to set up with the defenses, either with the tusk or the bench, but it's happening all too fast. The BKB's now online too. These heroes, they were already very durable. Now,
oh my God! Why? I mean,
just has minus in
don't need it.
Warriors. Real rough.
Definitely being heavily punished.
I get double and shot.
This was something that was really showed in this game that they completely had a plan ready for.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Fly, another grab. Mid lane, Abed, so we'll be able to sneak himself away. He almost gets caught for the stun silence there, Mira. Quite close enough.
I guess we go back
and
to
the risk too, you know, you pick Queen of Pain. This is a hero that has to, in particular in this game, has to kind of just destroy lane. You can't like come out ahead, like even-ish or slightly ahead. You have to be like significantly ahead to be able to make the space to try to catch our TV back up. It's just not really been the case for Abed. We saw, you know, the Sonic Wave, they did get the one catch onto the Sven, but the other one was used onto his Skyrat, and the damage had already been done at that point.
I don't want to go here.
Yeah, they're looking real scary in this tournament.
Warrior would do
somehow Collapse always seems to just be like
Warrior in a 5-man does more damage than any other class.
Every single one of these games I feel like I've seen.
Even if they tank most of the time. So I mean, Warrior is of course better. But I mean, they're really fine.
The ult off,
but only just.
I mean, Warrior just has so much
the
more
ult just, it don't keep you safe in this game. It really does not.
And so on.
Quite a performance too. 8-2 and 4 on this Phoenix. The second pick Phoenix definitely seems to be working out beautifully for them. We're seeing a lot more of it too. I know I saw Betboom, they were the ones I think first doing it a lot more in particular, but yeah, I mean, Push could definitely one of the best Phoenix we tend to see.
Tank a two-hand, I mean a dual wielder two-hand. For sure, but the damages are low.
Just cruising from side to side. The damage from these lanes. Too much for them to really handle something to Shopify at these moments. Trying to get any type of space on the map. It's always met by like 3 heroes on the side of the Spirit. They're not able to actually even utilize like their Dawnbreaker ulti to get this aggressive plays at all. Yeah, these tanky heroes are just getting so much tankier. That's the heart finished up. So all 3 cores, there's a heart on an Earthbird, double BKB on the other 2. Good luck killing them.
I guess we fly down and turn in this little custody.
Shopify.
It's a great question.
Where's
this far behind you? This is a hero I feel like that has to have a good lane and has to play ahead. PZ is 0-4 and 0. He literally has had no purpose or no participation in this game in order to help out his team. He has been given opportunity.
Next game,
damage matters when you do 5-man. I mean, the faster you kill things, the less you have to deal with it. So
There's just way too many things they can pick to enter.
More
Saberlight comes in.
also means tank good in a way.
Just the BKB off. We'll
Like long
CP
fight.
to the end of it. He'll make it out.
Highly
Will not.
dangerous.
A couple of swipes there from Yatoro deals with him.
Okay, let's see.
Might just find Fly as well. Lal, he's got the roll at the ready. They'll chase Fly down. Fly will not be getting back to the base.
Why are they up here
You
without
killed me, I'm
having
taking
cleared
your
most
kill.
of the
Sorry,
roamers? That's the question, but sure.
I think Yatoro actually just crit almost one-shotted him there in that fight. Continues to just keep himself at a 2x gold lead over RTZ. Set up for success in the lane.
Oh my fucking
It just
god.
seems
Focus
impossible
on
for
the
them to
game,
do
bro.
anything
No
at this
hit
point.
me now.
They're just too far behind, and with the draft the Spirit has
Wait,
against
does
them,
his vanish on
I don't know what you do if
That's
you're
vanish,
Shopify right now.
Nope, because Spirit just, they're a team that doesn't really let go of leads like this by any means. They play off of each other perfectly.
Where are they going? Oh my fucking god. What is this? They're going deeper.
And even as like we can talk about even for like later stuff, if he can start trying to even get farm on the Huerta, he's playing versus two of the two tankiest heroes in the game, Primal Beast and Earth Spirit, with Blade Mails. So he will probably just kill himself even if he does get to the realm of damage too. It's gonna take a lot longer and quite a lot of throws here. It feels like Spirit for TC to get back in it. And even then he might just
I mean, and Yatoro in particular, right? He's one of those carries that you never see him make a move that kind of gives up a lead like this.
No, definitely, he's like my favorite carry to watch for quite a long time now. Nice, another one.
Rip. Usually they have a macro for a loon. I mean, hard plays on hardcore. We don't have an extra life situation like
his
this.
items in front of him.
But yeah,
try to bait him.
I don't know.
Sheer confidence from Spirit.
Well, at the least for Shopify, this won't be the biggest stomp of the day.
Oh, they're coming from down. Oh.
Because we did just have that
they
OG
fucked up
Tundra
in
game
here and
3.
they had to
That's
run
true.
back.
So, you know,
I see. I thought they were
silver
okay. So
lining.
they're coming from
get
the
out.
inside. And then of course it's not cleared here.
Back up to the
It's weird that
Twin
those
Gate, he's
roamers are
actually
not
gonna get
cleared.
away. Alright.
Oh my god.
Has to use a Sonic Wave just to survive to push the Sven off of him. Yatoro nearly getting the solo kill on the mid laner.
I mean, you can die as a rogue when things go really bad. Did he vanish as well? I didn't pay attention. Yeah, I mean, he could have done that a lot there,
Really
of
trying his
course.
hardest to just keep up in farm.
That's all he can really do at this point. Have soon a BKB to at least protect himself a bit versus these silences, but still, the tankiness of these heroes will continue to be a problem for him as RTZ.
Collapse, he's going for solo plays. I mean, he knows he can BKB at the ready, even if they did get on top of him. The 4 of Shopify can't punish that. And now the rest of Team Spirit are coming in. Lal.
Man,
the leading gets the blade mail off.
I
They
assume
can
that
burst through this
everyone who
heart.
has
Spirit, they're bringing him low. Yatoro's ready to keep him covered.
I don't know
Not
what
low
the
enough.
macro is,
Jumps
but
in,
so
Lal's
you
able to
always
get
make
out.
it.
Pierce the Veil
press
pops,
it,
they
and
just
then
don't
it
squat
sorts
straight on
itself,
top of
right?
him.
That's what
Art's easy to
people
go
do,
down,
I would
3
assume.
dead. Lal,
would
he's
assume
still
that's
able to
what
roll away
people
once
do.
more. Albert desperately
like
trying to
good
finish him
plan.
off, but the heals are there.
Instead of,
They
like,
can't kill
maybe
Lal.
making it.
Nobody to go down on
Oh,
Spirit.
we can go
4
and
dead
go.
on Shopify Rebellion.
But I kind of wanted to
They might
Tanners
just
first.
tap out. I fogged.
They will. That was there's a greater
I
healing
guess
Lotus. You know, they don't even get the kill onto Laurel. I think it was Mira who
Maybe
passed
we
it off
wait
to him. I
till
didn't get to see it, but
Tanners
either way, one of them did pass it off as Abe tries to commit for the kill. They lose everything. They don't even get.
Yeah,
They
we
get
can do that
absolutely
later.
nothing. And now Saberlight. Okay. Get himself away, but the buildings, they can't run.
Encore is 52. Keep in mind we're the Totem King here,
Really
boys.
strong performances of a lot of these teams. It feels like at this tournament we've had a lot of games where teams just smash this early game so hard, and the recovery outlet for the opposing team just isn't really there.
There we go. Of course, Hinterland. That's what we're doing. I forgot about that base.
Unless they have a PA.
Yeah, Hinterland, Searing, a little bit of Tanneris, Spiralas.
All right.
We got a lot of good stuff,
to
boys.
jump in on these, but it looks like it has scared them enough to hold back.
Oh,
At least a little bit.
I know Lal's in. I mean, Crit's dead. Blade mail's off. I mean, Shopify Rebellion, they can't commit onto the Surge Spirit as soon as the
will
blade
be a
mail's
bit
popped.
later. I mean,
I love it. I mean, Laurel's just so damn tanky. He knows
you
it.
guys
The
would probably
heart,
wanna
the
see
plate
the
mail that he
shade,
picked up
right?
from
Like,
earlier.
to
They
the
might
shade at
start
this level,
diving the
I
high
can't
ground.
remember.
God's back up in a couple of seconds for Yatoro. Even the base
It's a
ain't
long
safe here for Shopify.
Any mage
Glyph's not
around?
available, so they can just hit the buildings. They don't have to dive forward, but they probably will anyway.
Someone said a warning server has started to lag. These could happen
I don't
again.
think you want to swap any of these heroes.
None of
They'll
them die.
just kill you.
Yeah, none of them die.
He's got the swap to save at least Bale, Saberlight out from that move for now.
Mages in Stranglethorn.
Get the lead, and they do get the catch on Yatoro. He's still got BKB ready to pop if he feels necessary. Now pop it. Turns towards Arbit, but Arbit gets the BKB out himself.
They have the damage.
Turns with the Sonic Wave.
They
They'll
do.
be able to burst through the Sven. Can they kill the others, though? Snowball there to buy some safety. Clap. He's just in with a BKB, trampling over the two of them. Dive forward from Lal. They're in up to the base there on top of Arteezy. Arteezy turns towards Maposhka, but he's gone. Arteezy goes down. They'll come out with a couple of buybacks. Maposhka, he'll just TP out of there.
Laurel, can they actually get him, though? It looks like they should.
He's got another roll. They'll
Nice
block it
ball.
off. And under the tier 4s, Shopify, they'll get 3 of the kills.
All right.
Have to use a couple of buybacks. It's something.
It's something. I mean, Spirit, they
servers.
dove pretty hard forward there,
Yep,
jumping
sounds
into the
about
tier
right.
4s, playing versus the Venge. The swap comes
is it
in.
higher level?
They overextend a bit. Yatoro does
Didn't.
get folks very
When do
beautiful
you get
shards
Undercity
actually coming
for
out from crit there. Small signs of hope, but very, very small.
I mean, it's the 2 buybacks was just the support buybacks.
True.
Unfortunately for them, of course, you know, Arteezy wasn't able to stay alive in that fight. You know, they really need to try and have
so
these
he
sort of
doesn't have
outcomes
it.
where
I guess he
Arteezy's
didn't
able to
train.
soak up some of the XP and gold.
Didn't train
Yeah,
to
collapse.
support
At that
his
point, like
bros.
when he jumps like that, they're probably all saying like, uh-oh. A little aggressive for us as Yatoro quickly
nice.
tries to back away, but does get separated with his team. Maposhka, though, on the other hand, he's godlike. Did you see him inside this fight? He just jumps in forward aggressively,
right
cleans
there.
up a couple kills, and TP's out.
Oh, okay, let's see
Good
if we
focus
get
from
lag now.
Shopify
So
to
many
be able to
times
burst through
when you do
Yatoro.
this,
Yeah.
there's been lag.
Arbet landing a nice Sonic Wave straight onto him.
Arteezy pops the Pierce the Veil, though, hits the Blade Mail twice, and he's like, oh my lord, I'm nearly dead. As yeah, you see there, Maposhka, godlike, TP's out with the gem right in the midst of everything.
You get 1 banana.
But a baby step. A small baby step there coming out there for
A
Shop.
lot more of these.
Now stack is
And
clear.
Roche probably on the
Thank
menu
you.
now for Spirit. As they
Right.
did go very aggressive, going for a high ground push
There we
there
go.
without an Aegis. And another heart to be finished. Primal Beast.
1 banana.
Take here, take
That's a great payment.
I'll go get the
Very
Roche.
delicious.
And then
Maybe
they'll
I'll
look to
have
go
one
again.
in real life actually. Wait, do I need anything here? Seeping Corruption. Get any hinterland
Pushka
first?
level. He's about to be 18 with the
Lines of
Shivas.
communication.
Probably one of the bigger 5 position Phoenixes we've seen.
With these sort of
Whenever you get a
under
portal,
the
always
belt,
pay
every
with a
reason to
banana,
believe
boys.
that next
Yes.
time they will get away
They are
with
a- oh,
diving
look.
like that.
Very true.
Oh, we always have one ready,
And
boys.
as we've seen
right
multiple
here.
times, pretty much all times,
Banana
the egg
always
is
ready
not,
for port.
you cannot touch this egg. Untargetable this game.
Never. Oh, what's this? Shrine can.
Up fine.
Wait, I don't need
They're
those,
setting
right?
some kind of
I think I looted too
trap.
many.
They might
Like
get
Mira.
a kill on Mira, yeah. They
Okay.
catch the Sky Rush. Sonic Wave.
Whoa. Do they catch him alive? The Steel Totem, the Glimmer.
They could have burst him. And they've lost the 2 supports for that effort. Crit and fly without buyback.
And Mira, he'll be like, okay, I got both kills. Ogre Steel Totem.
Mira just casually walking past 4 members of Shopify, and unfortunately for Shopify in the position they're in, they couldn't kill him.
And they use what? They use Punch.
Couldn't kill him.
They use their Sonic Wave. They can't even kill him.
Oh, we
Holy
can't.
moly.
Ah, we
That's
have
rough.
the light pad. Nice. Wait, let me see some.
I love it.
Is there
If Mira
anything-
had
wait,
the
what's
4-staff
this?
queued, gets both those kills, back to the Aghanims
Yeah,
immediately.
sequence.
Let's see it again.
I think we just
Punch,
go.
Sonic
I think we just
Wave
fly over.
was not enough.
Man, that was a shitty way he died on his rogue though.
Lovely little kick there from Lal.
Mega
Yeah, and you see that
enhancement
spell
spec.
lifesteal coming into play as well too
Blurring
from the
Axe
Arcane
Crusader.
Bolt, so back up to
Big
more than
poo-poo.
enough HP to survive.
It's still really strong, and I smashed.
Feel like I've seen a lot of
almost
those
very
camera
easily.
shots.
I-
from
I-
they're
this
having a
tournament.
great
We'll
time.
see.
Spirit.
Oh, you have to kill some turtles, right? Maybe a flame.
The
Maybe
bottom racks, they've
barbecue
got the creeps
spec is
moving in
coming
onto
back
tier
for
2
the
mid, so
turtles.
should be able to set themselves up for going for the Megas.
And now there's no
Damn it,
Sonic
the
Wave too from
fridge is
Abed, 10
filled
seconds.
with
He's about to have his Aghanims
mushrooms.
finished up, but they need absolutely
Like 10
everything to
kilo
burst these
mushrooms
heroes.
in here.
Saberlight. Oh, only just gets out.
The barbecue spec was created on
And she
the
pinged right on
turtles.
top of Arteezy.
We will see if it does a strong comeback now.
They want to go for him. Yatoro at least keep him back to deal with the creep wave.
I mean, they didn't see him, but they pinged like right where he was standing. That was actually kind of cool.
Just
Perhaps a final hurrah here. Shopify trying to catch Team Spirit off guard when they're not all grouped up, but it is the Sven who has this Aegis at the moment. And good luck if you run into Laurel, because I don't think that you'll even kill him. He's got an Illusion Moon, Kaya Sanj, and the Cloak of Flame now at this point on this 4,000 HP Earth Spirit.
We are on
Who can they find?
stitches.
Crit. He's going to try and go from Posh, but Posh will be able to get the dive out. So it's going to be a pretty deep part of the map that Crit's pulled over towards. That's Crit.
And Laurel's just into everybody else in the meantime.
else?
Yep, they'll
Anyone
slowly
else
tick
dying
Crit
on
down
foot?
here with the Fire Spirits back in the mid. They do burst through Lal. It's something. Can they get anything more though? No. RTZ dealt with immediately as Yatoro jumps in. 4 of them dead, only Abed to make it out.
I really like this
They
one.
barely even finish off Laurel. Did you see how much damage he did to all of them too? The blade mail pretty much puts everybody at 30% HP. He did 8,500 damage there on the Earth Spirit. They did
big Nova Totem.
Less to him.
Next pick is clear cut.
Now no glyph, another axe to fall. A clean display from Spirit this game. And Shopify, even though they did get a lot of their kind of comfort and stuff like that, the mana drop from Spirit reigns supreme, and they call it.
Totem Kungen is strong. He
there we go.
Like,
Game one, ladies and gentlemen.
I think better than a 49 warrior.
I mean, the panel set up for the draft, you state yourself. They're
very
playing the meta.
like
They know exactly how to do it. Shopify trying to go in with a bit of their own flair, and
Warrior got nothing on the Totem
Spirit.
King.
They were perfectly prepared
Unless they go high protection spec,
attempt.
but they do
and
not.
this opening with Muerta that it could definitely work out for a team like Shopify in previous series. We have seen
What do you think is your
RTZ
favorite
drop off
one
on it,
player
but it comes out first. Team Spirit, they just have all the
I never
RTZ.
really had one
RTZ
when I
did not
played.
get a player's game at all.
No, he literally didn't get to play at all. Right? I think he had 1-7 and 3. He played a couple
really good
headshots.
PvPers.
But at the end of the day, yeah, Spirit, I mean, the post gun, he knows what he's doing with the
PvP that was the
beautiful
most
selection pretty much on every single pick. It feels like they've covered so many bases. They have these double silences in case of any elusive heroes, and this Primal Beast last pick honestly feels perfect. They have super tanky cores, answers from the supports as well too. See what Shopify tries to come up in the next game, but it does feel like they have a lot of things that they need to solve versus the Spirit.
I mean, of course, there's a lot of good players, but I mean, Rectable was really good, and you know, it was really fun.
Team Spirit, game one of this best of 3, coming in with quite the
And then I like Rectable for many others.
Let's see if
So definitely Rectable. I mean, we struggle with the same problems. So
now, Team Spirit looking to be on a bit of another level with this game one victory.
Everything. Just him, himself, the struggle.
They handed Shopify the Muerta on a silver platter, but they knew exactly what they were doing against it. Team Spirit dominant game 1 victory against Shopify Rebellion. But was it just the Muerta? Because Fear, you were even skeptical about the Queen of Pain.
I mean, Rectable was such a good human being.
First phasing the Muerta, is it the Muerta period, everything?
The combination of a lot of different things, but I think more than anything, Spirit just kind of like read them like a book here. Because I believe, like RTZ talked about it before, what are the strongest heroes in the patch as a carry? He mentioned, of course, the Gyrocopter, the PA, and he says he likes the Morta.
We have
can't really pick the Gyro versus Spin, so he goes for the Morta early on in the draft there. And it got exposed this game. Like every single hero pick that you did have on the side of Team Spirit, other than the Spin, of course, was able to deal with it. And that's why RTZ had such a rough game here. Go back to that co-op, this boss did really well. Like they tried to salvage the situation here. Abed, he did well in the mid lane, but it's not an easy co-op if you're playing versus mass stuns, mass silences. They were just in a bad spot just from the beginning of the draft. Like they even got, the only thing that was pretty good for them was the fact that they were gone in this lane. But I think if you are playing that, you need some like beefy guy, kind of that buys the blade mill heart that you can ulti on top of the Dawn to get in trouble. Like, you can ulti on top of RTZ all you want that game, but he's still dead.
Yeah, they needed the primary.
Yeah, I think so.
There was just so many times that RTZ got low, and you're like, he would press his ulti because he was about to take like the last tick of damage. He's like, maybe this will help, and it was always like another source of magic damage. Like, didn't protect him at all in this game. So they were just, yeah, it just felt fully countered the primal with the higher base damage. Was a smart solution towards it. They dove in successfully. The top of the off lane for Shopify went pretty decent, but it didn't become explosive. I mean, Coach had 12 kills. He had more kills than anybody else on his team. It's the Phoenix, so he had like he just kind of did what he wanted.
It felt like that draft from Spirit was kind of multiple stages of baiting, right? Like first they're baiting you to take the Muerta, then they're countering that, then you're baiting you to take your Tusk Dawnbreaker, then you have the best possible lane that they could come up with in the situation against that in the Sven Phoenix.
And he got Warcry level 2.
He gets Warcry level 2, so you have all that armor against the lane that is 80% physical damage. Then you have the Fire Spirits from Phoenix, which stops any damage beyond the Starbreaker. We were talking about it, that lane does deal a ton of damage against Phoenix, and we saw the potential of it. They killed the Phoenix once or twice, they got the Sven low as well once or twice, but they still didn't win. And this is the first time Shopify play their bread and butter offlane and it actually loses. So I think they were probably just off balance as well in this game. Like, they have some, I love this highlight.
You like this music too?
I mean, this is my favorite fight of the game. This deny, he's completely fine. They're just, you know, they're just feeling it. He goes like kills collapse. Look at this reaction.
I'm thanking you the whole game. Thank you.
Thank you. Shopify killed collapse. He only had one death.
Don't sleep with
He had no
the
TP, he was on a 30-second cooldown, he died. Who cares?
He's not at home right now, so we're currently safe.
Besides, Yatoro will just padding
will
his
most
numbers.
likely never
Specifically,
find out.
his damage numbers, because let's take a look at our Acer Predator
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this one.
for
I went to
game
the woods,
number
we picked
1.
some mushrooms.
Oh, that's
we
more than I
had
expected.
a little
Actually.
time and so
Yeah,
on.
I thought it was going to be 4 digits. But I guess the fight in the base toward the end where they got a couple kills.
Lord has
He did
lost his
10k
luck.
hero damage.
We gotta feed him.
That was like Blaven
Looks like a
back to
very
himself,
hungry guy.
hitting the
It's like someone who wants to be fed. This was me last night, pretty much. Wait, is that a guilty?
No.
Team? Okay, good. This was me last night. Just sitting on the couch, awaiting Yemi.
They just got out meta here, I think. Like, one thing I'm seeing that is really popular.
And I did get them too. For those who missed.
They had a
Korkiri! Oh, and Rippentel!
It
Sorry
really
if
just
I
goes
missed
back
you
to, like, I
guys.
think
Sorry,
this man, of
sometimes
course,
my
is
brain
meta.
goes somewhere else.
They just
Thank
put him in
you
a
for all the
position in the
subs.
draft
Welcome
where
boys,
they just
welcome
had to
boys,
come
and welcome
back
back.
on Shopify Rebellion, and it was just a miss. And I
So
think getting
once we
first
were
pick
done
is going to be
picking
super
mushrooms in the
important
woods,
for Shopify Rebellion.
I took a
Try to get
shower
that
and I
spin,
went
maybe
to
get
lay
another
down
gyro,
on
or
the
at least
couch.
your spin and expand. You can
And then
first
my
pick your
girlfriend
gyro.
picked me up
Maybe a
with some
PA first
very
pick could be in the
delicious
works.
food.
That one's a
We
little more
got some nice
experimental, but
ham here.
the Morto, as they showcase
Really
here
nice,
in
like,
King's Spirit, you
sausages,
cannot first
French
face this
style.
hero. I don't think it's possible.
Really good cheeses.
No matter what, you want
I
Shopify
wish I
first
could
base
tell you the names, but I cannot.
Yes, I think so.
This one I don't really like.
Unless they get some
Then we
Ovid
also
TA, I
had
don't think there's much versatility right now for
Really
how they
good
play
pizza,
to
very
give RTZ a
thin,
different type of
very
hero.
delicious pizza. We
And they're
got
all
some
going to get banned
olives,
out or picked by
garlic
Spear
bread,
otherwise, because other teams
regular
are
bread,
facing
ricin steak, some
lots
other
of
bread.
first base quite often.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty
That's
good. And
because
some
Toro
nice
can play whatever the
cider,
hell he
'cause
wants,
we don't really,
right?
none of us
Spirit.
really
It's a
drink
different team
alcohol.
dynamic.
We'll see how Shopify will shake up the dynamic in game
Yeah, I
number
mean,
2. We're gonna
we
do a
didn't
quick
finish
break.
all the bread. I mean, I'm eating
Rest.
here. And there is still more of everything. So I'm hoping for plate number 2 today. I mean, there's more of all the meat. Or there's also another pizza. Ooh. Yeah, I guess everything. Actually, there is more of everything. Maybe round. I'll gladly take a round 2. I'm ready. I'm ready for round 2 of that. Oh, wait. Okay, so this one is not PvP. There's another later on, right? We did this once.
Acceptance, all are fleeting in the face of destiny. Yet only the bold dare defy this truth, dare to triumph against all odds, dare to rise above fate.
I mean, she would play WoW, but she is busy with real life. I mean, she loves the game. I mean, if she could, she would just game all day as well. Like she actually would.
Where your passion?
But apparently people have to work and do
Share
stuff, you
your
know?
passion.
Shame. I think a lot of us would just want to sit and game all day forever and ever.
Gaming is a lifestyle. Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
I remember you saying you wanted to be in the best physical condition you were ever by the time you were 30. I was at 30. I was. But I mean, maybe not for that long, but I actually was. I also promised abs when I turned 40. I actually had abs when I turned 40, which is like 3 months ago. Now I don't. I ruined it instantly. But I actually had. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. I did. I gymmed every day for like 2-3 months before I turned 40, all in, before I came back to streaming. And I made it. Actually, I could actually prove it on my phone, right? Because I can put it close to the webcam. Okay, look at this. I do not have it at all now. Like after I made it to abs at 40, that dirt was up. That dirt had one hand. That's when we started playing Diablo 4. And then I just ate shit every day and drank stuff every day, and I just lost everything. But, you know. And was it worth it for Diablo 4? Definitely not. But we were hoping it would be a good game. Okay, let's see here. I will prove my 40 abs. I had abs for like 1 month. That was it. 1 month of abs. Quickly disappeared. Wait, let's see. Where are we? That was the shortest I've ever had abs in my life. It was like, I made it, I made my goal, and then I ruined it in a few weeks by just eating crap every day and just sitting here gaming. I ate candy non-stop for a month, because all I did was play Diablo 4. Diablo 4, candy and energy drinks, and Diablo 4 like 20 hours a day until it got really boring very quickly. But it was enough. Wait, where the hell are they? Should be here somewhere. Wait, am I doing this wrong? The proof is gone. wait, it's over here. Okay, I think I'll find it now. I'm actually scrolling like random people on the internet trying to find apps that could possibly be me. No, I'm not. I'm scrolling my pictures, I promise. Fuck, I managed to. I'm very bad at phones. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh, I fucked it up again. I made all the pictures. Why are they big? I don't know how to use the phone. Okay, now. All the picture became big, and then I was only scrolling one picture at a time. I don't know what happened. Now we're at album. Okay. So if I scroll a bit, they should show here somewhere. all of a sudden, all picture covered the whole screen. I did nothing wrong. I don't know. Phones are complicated, okay? What the fuck? Where are they? Wait a minute. Where is my proof? Wait, they're really out to delete it. Wait a minute, we have to be doing something wrong here. Maybe it's another folder. Could have sworn they should be here in the main album, right? I mean, I don't need to scroll that much. I mean, it's not the best apps in the world, but it's still, you know, a little bit of apps, okay? I'm only showing my stomach here, okay. I actually had, it's not great. Can we see this? There should be better photo, actually. Do we have... I'm not pleased. Wait, give me 1 second. It's on app. Wait. Give me a second here. Give me 1 second. We're getting great XP right now, right? wait. Should be a picture with better lighting where we can have apps, better apps. Okay. I'm seeing stuff here. Okay, here. This is better, I think.